So now that a judge has tossed out Rudy Giuliani's bankruptcy case because he wasn't being genuine in filling out paperwork and turning things over on time and just he wasn't complying with the bankruptcy, trying to draw it out longer and longer to avoid paying Shay Moss and Ruby Freeman in the defamation case of almost $150 million that he owes them among paying his other creditors. And the judge just said, we have to end this bankruptcy because the only thing that's happening here is the lawyers are making the money because and the bankruptcy trustee is making money out of this by drawing it out. You're not getting anywhere. So he dismissed the bankruptcy. Now, basically, the attorneys for Shay Moss and Ruby Freeman have gone to the judge and said, hey, you tossed out his bankruptcy. He's not protected. We want to start seizing his assets and allow us to take possession and do whatever we want with them, basically, including selling them. Now, what are they after? Well, his townhome, a 1980s Mercedes Benz, various sports memorabilia, furniture, 3 World Series Yankee rings, a bunch of his watches, just pretty much anything of his that has some value. They want to be able to go, hey, we're taking this and we are selling it to start recouping at least part of this $150 million. Now, the judge hasn't indicated which way they're going to rule on this yet. Probably are going to allow it because that's typically how these things work. Because Rudy Giuliani doesn't really have income. He has now been disbarred as a lawyer. So they couldn't just garnish his wages or things like that. They need to start seeking harsher remedies to get them the money they are owed. This 150 million. He doesn't have 150 million, which is part of why he was trying to seek bankruptcy. But then, like I said, he was trying to game the bankruptcy to drag it out as long as he could and not lose most of his possessions in the process. So we'll see what happens there. But Rudy Giuliani and his attorneys are saying, well, you're just trying to stifle my free speech and we're going to win on appeal, and it's the usual talking points. Yet they have provided no evidence, and part of the reason they lost this case was because Rudy Giuliani quit supplying evidence in that case as well. He didn't submit paperwork on time, was ignoring filing deadlines when asked by the judge. So he is seemingly just like Donald Trump, snubbing his nose at this stuff and not following protocols. Now, he's an attorney, he should know better, but he really thinks because he at one time was a very well respected mayor that he can just do whatever he wants. Remember, he tried to get away from being served court documents in the Arizona case and even was mocking them on social media up until the point where they found him and then got him served. So Rudy Giuliani is going through some things, and it's not going to get better for Rudy Giuliani.